Well, good afternoon, friends. How are we doing today? Just wanted to come to all of you today to share something with you, something that God has laid on my heart, and I just want to share it with you all. This summer, my shop, Classic Automotive, will be taking a hiatus. Will be closed until I return from a missions trip. And I've shared about this with several of you, but I just want to share it with all of you today. Starting in June, I'll be going on a missions journey, and I'll start in Maine. Some of you have heard of the Appalachian Trail, or you know that I've walked a lot of the Appalachian Trail in the South here. But God laid it on my heart in January that He wanted me to walk the Appalachian Trail from north to south, so that's called southbound or SOBO. And I asked Him, I fought it for about a month and just said no, that that wasn't what we were going to do. And once I relented, He just poured His peace over me, and He said, you're going to walk this thing southbound because I want you to tell every single person that you pass how good I am, how kind I am, how gentle I am, how merciful I am, how patient I am, that in me is true peace and true joy and real love. And so my family and I have been kind of walking through that for the past few months, and I just wanted to share with you all today that vision, because it won't be easy. The Appalachian Trail this year is 2,198.4 miles. I'll be starting in Maine on June the 1st, and it will likely take 4 to 6 months to reach Springer Mountain in North Georgia. Now, some of you are military vets. You might actually want to join me on that hike, and that's awesome. I'd love for you to join me. Just know it's not going to be easy. I'll be putting out videos, hopefully at least a few each week, maybe more. It just depends on signal and how much aptitude I have to do that. I will be walking in representation of the 22 active duty military and veterans that commit suicide every single day. But for the most part, I'll be hiking to share the love of Jesus with everyone around me. And I've had some people ask me, well, how is hiking a missions trip? Well, because the Appalachian Trail, or really any trail for that matter, it isn't the 18 inches of dirt that you're walking down. It's not the pathway. It's the people. The people you meet are the ones who make up the trail. And hopefully, if God wills, I will be able to share some of that with you, the people that I meet. Maybe some of you will be introduced to a thing called trail magic. And I hope you are, because most SOBOs don't get to see much trail magic. And that's where kind-hearted people, they just come out on their day off or their weekend, and they sit at a trailhead with oranges and bananas and apples and candy bars and honey buns and zebra cakes, all manner of nonsense, peanut butter, instant mashed potatoes in the little bags. And it really isn't trail magic, it's the goodness of God. And it's His kindness, and that's what He's called me to. So if you're willing to go on this journey with me, I hope to post some videos on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Step of Faith AT23. I'll probably put a link to that down in the bottom of this. My trail name, if you hear me refer to myself instead of David, if you hear me refer to myself as Step, S-T-E-P, that's my trail name on trail, and it is short for the word Step of Faith. And I just want to share right quick with you the message behind that. I went out on a hike with a buddy a few weeks ago, and he'd never been out with a backpack on and hiking with trekking poles. And so we went out to a pretty difficult hike up a place called Dragon's Tooth in Roanoke. And as we walked, we just talked the whole way, and we came to a really tough down, and I said, when you put your poles down and you get your body weight just centered just right, and then you step out to step down to that next rock, it really is a step of faith that the rock is going to hold you, that your poles are going to hold you, that your balance is going to hold up. And then God just overwhelmed me with the thought, every single day we step out in faith that we can do it, that our gear will hold up. Maybe you in your life, you step out in faith that you have enough money to pay your bills, or maybe you step out in faith that the car's going to crank, or you step out in faith and You're going to be able to breathe today, even though you can't see that air. We all take steps of faith every single day. My challenge to people that I meet will be this: what or who are you putting your faith in? Because there is a God, and He is a good Father, and He is searching for you right now. So hopefully you get to go along with me, and you'll keep up with me. Please send words of encouragement along the way, because it won't be easy. Okay, it's not a walk in the park. It's not flat land. It's through some of the toughest terrain on the East Coast. We'll start out with Mt.Katahdin, which will be a day one barn burner. And then right after that is 100 miles of wilderness where there are no real civilization we'll go through. And then the next 200 miles after that, they'll be really tough through the White Mountains of New Hampshire and then through the mud of Vermont. So if you want to keep up with me, that would be awesome. Please send words of encouragement. If you're on Spotify, please, I'll put a link. Send me some playlists of some awesome Jesus music to keep me motivated. I have a hiking partner going with me as well, so I'm sure he would love to be motivated. He loves Jesus as well. So please reach out to me. We can use any support that you want to give, but prayer will be the key, because we are taking a step of faith that God is who He says He is, and He will do what He says He will do. And when He calls someone to do something, it is for His glory and His glory alone. So that's the reason we're going, not so I can go accomplish some athletic feat, not because I'm searching for the meaning of life. The meaning of life is God, to live for Him, to glorify Him, and to worship Him. And I just want to share that with others. So thank you for your time. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And hopefully I put some of the music that I'll be sharing in this video for you. But reach out. I'd love to talk to you before I go. Leave in 2 weeks. So if you'd like to reach out, please reach out before then. I probably won't have great cell signal when I'm out there, so you may not be able to get a hold of me. Have a great day.